big climb up. But that is neither here nor there. This match is what's here right now as game one is underway.
I'm happy that we've got Barca in blue and Dignitas in yellow. Always better when the teams sort of represent the colours. Orange, because they're a yellow team. But I mean orange, you know what I mean. The yellow team are in orange is what I'm saying. Basically, it's not swapped. That's all I wanted to say, Subi. You've called me out
Okay, fair,
correctly so. No, you're right. I said the wrong thing. I do apologise. Hopefully, that is the last dumb thing I say for this entire cast, but I'm not too sure that'll be the case.
That's a tough one.
Good save off the bat by Yukio, closing down the passer. I'm really excited to see what this new Dignitas looks like, or actually if they will be different at all. I've no idea what Verge was getting at in this new playstyle. Maybe it's solo plays, maybe it's bumps and demos, or maybe he was just, you know, trolling us all, and they're going to be passing even more than usual. That'd be fun to see.
Hey, passes are something I'd love to see this team do, because you've got Violet Panda, who almost making that shot there, and Itachi turns it away. But in my opinion, Violet Panda's always been one of the top passers, not only in the European region, but just in RLCS in general. He's just been able to hit his teammates. But, you know, when you've had Turbo Pulsa, you've had K-Dop, you've had great players, it's not too hard. They seem to be able to find the ball no matter where they are.
That's true. Maybe earlier on while you were talking, Subi, there was an early sign of their new playstyle, taking pot shots at the goal, then following up. Look how many they're taking. They're on 4 or 5 shots already at this point. Jiraiya's had a chance for a pass earlier, and instead just blasted it towards the goal. It was well saved, I believe, by Roniki. Now, down the other end, he's got a chance for a double tap. He's a little bit too high above it. And Jiraiya's can clear over the top of Devo, catching this one. Trying to use his 1v1 mechanics to get over the ball again. Won't quite happen. And then on the other side, we've got Barca. They're going for these pre-jumps. Roniki always in the air. When Itachi goes for the ball, goes for the pass, these two so in sync.
Oh, great pass downfield, but Roniki puts it right where Violent Panda was sitting. Roniki's getting his shots. He's already got 3 here in game number 1, but not to be outmatched. Violent Panda sitting on top of 3 as well. But one sticking out in my mind right now was an open net that Yukio was looking at about 40 seconds ago, and he completely whiffed it wide. You gotta think that's gotta be a huge one they want to have another shot at.
Absolutely, I'm sure they will. There've been plenty of strikes raining in from both teams so far, and good defense at the goal line from both of them as a punch comes in from one of the Barca players. But Jorius has the ball. He's got Violent Panda in the center. Goes for the solo play again. We're seeing that so much more from these guys. Violent Panda comes in up against Itachi, who stands firm. And unbelievably, it's still 0-0 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. That could be it. Is that one going in? No, Yukio is back to save that one as well.
But another pass there. Roniki can't get up in time. That was too hot to handle. But Itachi keeping the pressure here, but Dignitas getting their hand at it. Yukio lets that one go, but Yorez, good positioning there to put himself in favor of that 50-50, and you called it, Cole. A nice dunk there from Devo, and that's gonna find its mark. The first goal in game number 1 going in favor of Barcelona.
All those good chances, all those clever passes, and in the end it was a good old dunk from Devo on top of Jurias. Chased in there at the end by Roniki, but he wasn't needed at all, and is 1-0 to Barca. Certainly more goals in this one though, seeing it from all of these players. Lots of strikes coming in. Violent Panda might have a chance for an instant equalizer, but his shot's weak. We've seen that a couple of times from Panda. Normally, once he gets a clean finish, he's pretty good at putting it away, but so far, just a little bit weak when he has the opportunity to put it away.
Ooh, look at Devo. Look at his card choice while we've got a minute to. That's interesting, pulling out the brand new vehicle, and I'm not going to lie, I don't even remember what they call this one. There's like 47 cars now in Rocket League.
A good problem to have. Yeah, not too, you know, having too many cars rather than too few, and more of them starting to be used in the competitive game. Maybe this will be the new Fennec, and we'll have to learn its name pretty quickly if that is the case. There's one minute left of this game.
You don't remember it either? Okay, good.
No, the something. You know, it's the something. Here's Jorias around the side. Itachi up against him, coming into the center. Devo's going to catch this one with the car that he's using. It's a pinch attempt, which Itachi tries to read, but no real venom to the attack at all. And Dignitas can come back. Panda and Jorias combine. In the center, here's the pass to Yukio. They're timing their infield passes pretty well. But Barca, to their credit in defense, are saving. I'm looking at the chat. It's the Harbinger. Harbinger, yeah.
Harbinger, yeah.
Harbinger, Harji.
What a save from Violent Panda. And again, Yukio keeping Dignitas in this one, but less than 20 seconds to go here. Game number 1. That's a great pinch from Yukio, but Ronicky was waiting, and that was a dangerous clear right in front of the goal. But 10 seconds to go, Cole, and Ronicky with another monster dunk sends it all the way downfield and puts the nail in the coffin.
Not the best performance in the world from Barca, but they won't care too much when they escape it with a 2-goal victory in this first game. There may be time for one more, but it will certainly be Barca's game at the end of it. And they've just been disciplined, I would say. You know, they've been happy to soak up Dignitas' pressure when it came. They've been closing down their infield passes very quickly. And then the chantless goals that they've scored, neither of them there. Oh my goodness, there was about 7 touches there, but it doesn't matter in the end. What does matter is it is a 2-0 victory for Barca. And yeah, it wasn't explosive, but it did the job, Subi.
Hey, just get it done. Get out of game number 1, play a good 5 minutes, and that's exactly what Barca did. 7 saves from Itachi. That's the difference maker right there. He positioned himself so well, and Dignitas, it's not like they weren't without opportunity here in game 1. There were plenty presenting themselves, especially, I called it out, that shot from Yukio that could have been the difference maker, could have been a tie ball game, and got to think we're going into overtime because that last goal, they were all in. They were all pushed past midfield, and you can't really fault them for letting that clear go over their head.
I mean, credit to Barca for standing up to when they needed to, but the fact remains, Subi, that Dignitas, they took about 15 shots there, and about 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, had to be saved well. A couple of them were closed down at the beginning, really impressively by Barca, who were reading their passes, but for the most part, the shots weren't quite good enough. Violent Panda, he took a couple of P-rollers where he should have been smashing them in. And there's definitely a room to improve in that regard for Dignitas. So hopefully, in game number 2 and beyond, we will see them smashing that ball into the top corner, shooting with confidence, and a freebie via Itachi could be exactly what they need. And even Violent Panda on today's form ain't gonna miss that one, and it's 1-0 Dignitas.
Itachi all right there, bro? I don't know what happened with that one. Just a misclick of misclicks, and not how you want to open up game 2. And a seasoned vet like Violent Panda, no way he's going to miss that one. And they go up with an early 1-goal lead.
When a team is struggling like Dignitas, the free goals can be so important for them. Actually, there's a double commit there between Jiraiya's and Violent Panda, and Yukio didn't have the boost. Have we subbed in some Champ 3 players? What are we watching right now?
I don't know. F's in chat for both teams right now. That was.
He scored that in reverse. Oh my goodness.
He pulled out the old pitching wedge there and got himself out of the rough, and the defense didn't know how to react. But all right, boys, with the sloppy play has come out. It's reared its ugly head, and no more allowed here in this entire series.
Yeah, we've had 1 each. That's about all we can accept at this level. Any more, and we'll start to ask questions. So hopefully. Now, both teams are going to step up defensively. We praised both their defenses so much in the first half of that first game. And now look at them. Oh, but look at the passes as well that closed down by Devo. I want to see a fake in that position from Dignitas because Barca, they are just... Oh, wait a minute. They're getting 3 goals again in game 2. Once again, Dignitas way too far forward. They seem to be expecting these passing plays to work, and they're not really, is the problem.
Well, they're expecting them to work and expecting them to go in, and it's forcing them out of position. And that, if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 goals now that have gone over the entire defense of Dignitas, or offense rather, because there has been no defense. They're pushing way too far past midfield, and you gotta see them just spread out a little bit in their offensive rotations.
Here's Devo coming into this with Violent Panda, but Panda comes out on top. His team took the lead in this one via a very weird goal and gave away a couple of their own to now be looking down, not quite the barrel of a second consecutive game loss, but it's certainly looking more likely at this point as Devo pre-jumps to find Roniki's touch. Yukio cuts in well. Itachi can launch an attack of his own. Can he? No, he can't. It's Violent Panda that it falls to. Panda's touch isn't quite the best, which lets Itachi in, and Devo destroying Yukio for pace there. Thankfully for Yukio, Jorriers was quick to recover on the backboard. Itachi will have a shot, and Jorriers away again.
That was a tough read, but if that one's underneath the crossbar, that's another goal. And a great 50-50. Roniki gets it served to him on a platter, and that's a 2-goal lead for Barca Esports.
I was questioning whether the free goal for Dignitas would be great for them, you know, their mentality. And it seems that maybe it was, because it tempted them to push more and more forward. Unfortunately, it backfired, and now suddenly Barcelona have 3 pretty simple goals of their own. Most of them are coming from the 50-50 game and overcommits from Dignitas, so they're not having to work too hard to get their goals, which scares me as a lover of Dignitas. You know, it's not like we're seeing Barca play particularly well right now, and yet still they're comfortable in this game, unless Joris surely scores. Yes, he does, and the game is still alive.
Just a little bit of hesitation here, as I can't remember who it was going for that ball, but Ronicky was forced into a precarious situation in the 50-50 going in favor of Dignitas. That demo opened up the goal line. We're almost at halftime. Dignitas just down by 1, and they're hoping Yukio gets involved here. Only 38 points so far in game number 2.
He has had a quiet game, but that's a good return for him. Beating Devo to the ball. Jorias misses, and then the pinch goes all the way back to the Dignitas corner, which is a good sign to see Yukio starting to warm up, figure out the pace of Barca. That could be a free goal, could it? Roniki's chasing back. Violent Panda's in the corner with him. How good's his read? Not quite good enough. So Roniki gets it past him simply towards the center. Yukio again. Honestly, I think he heard you, Subi. Since you said that, he's come out with a couple of key touches in the center.
I mean, he's got to have some key touches. He's one of the biggest players on this team. In my opinion, he's probably the most mechanical on this team. We got to see him do something. Can't force it on your 2 teammates, because playing a 2v3 when you're looking at Barca, not a good plan. But here comes Yukio. Can't quite get the pinch to go in his favor.
Oh, they've done it again.
Look at that. If that was on target, that would have been another fast break goal.
It should have been. It's so frustrating watching it, because you just knew as soon as Barca won that cleanly in midfield, they were going to do something with it. But Devo thinks he's still in defense. And how is that in, Subi? There were 2 goalkeepers.
They've figured out the Achilles heel of Dignitas, and it's just the chip shots right at the top of the box. It's so slow, you don't know if it's coming or going.
Get me in. I'll save that.
All right, I just tapped you in. You're good. Go ahead.
Thank you. Just roll the ball at me along the floor and I'll show him how it's done. Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe there was no boost and in an awkward position, but still, that's gone about 3 miles per hour. That's got to be saved at this level.
Cole, remember, we're on a European broadcast. Please use kilometers per hour. Please be professional. I don't know what this miles per hour business. What is going on?
They've saved it. That's progress from the Dignitas defense. That's what we need to see. But what a fake from Devo. Sitting on the attack, Barca. Devo needs to come out this corner. Does he? Yeah, he does sort of, because he's got no boost now and his transition will be slow. Joris has a shot. It's over Ronicky, who gets the tap onto the backboard. Pushes that out. Well, the attack continues. Joris trying to bash Devo. Doesn't happen. And thankfully, Violent Panda saw it coming this time and clears in defense.
Yeah, that was great call. Oh, my goodness. The infield pass right in front of the box. My goodness. You got to stop this somehow, Ronicky. Beautiful pass there. You can't ask for any better.
It was a lovely pass, but I still... I'm going to stop talking about the Dignitas defense and start praising the Barca attack, because it was a great find and a good finish as well. Once again, Barca are doing exactly what needs to be done. It's another professional performance from them, especially considering they gave away the first goal. You know, that could easily just make you shake a little bit when you whip at the ball as hard as Itachi did for that first goal. It can just make you start to question yourself for a second, but there's been no signs of that, and then down the other end, Violent Panda's doing the same thing, and this is not what I expected from a Dignitas that got 2 games against BDS in the grid most recently, that has just beaten Triple Trouble in Game 5 with a 0-second goal, that should be feeling confident. And I suppose it's because they're still working on this new playstyle, but the individual misses that they're making, just, they don't need to happen. You know, they're better than this.
So my question... It isn't even a general question. It's very specific to a very specific individual. Hey, Verge, what did you guys figure out? Because I'm not seeing it right now. This is not working, and sure, you might be trying out a new play style, but right now, maybe you go back to the old ways and try and make a series out of this, because right now, they're going to have to pull out a reverse sweep.
Yeah, there've been instances where Dignitas have been in goal with no boost, and that's meant that the very poor Barca shots have made it into the back of the net. You take those away, and maybe it's looking a little bit better for Dignitas against Barca. So let's just, I think, individual mechanical errors, they can be ignored. You can just say, okay, they happened, move on from it. Now, this is the point going forwards where it has to click for Dignitas. They have to start playing better as individuals, because I think their team play is all right. There's been a few times where they've had quick interplays, and the ball's, just been saved well by Barca. As long as they cut out these misses, then we will have a series here. So I'm confident. It's going to happen from here.
At least someone's confident here.
I don't know. Let's see. Game number 3 begins with Yukio finding Violent Panda out wide with a lovely touch. Roniki will pick up this 100 boost. Evo, he's been quick in defense, isn't he? He has been key for all the saves that Barca have made, which has been very impressive. Violent Panda, though, keeps up this pressure early on from Dignitas. Good play from them. Yukio's beaten to the ball by Devo. Jorios will catch it, and then, he's faked out his opponent wonderfully. In comes Violent Panda. How's his shot? He slows it down cleverly. Over the top of Itachi. Past Devo almost. But a bit of creativity from Dignitas, a bit of spark. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, and they're slowing the ball down as well, which is forcing all the players to spread out a little more, which is exactly what Dignitas needs. And almost a beautiful passing play in mid-air from Dignitas. That would have been a statement maker here in game number 3, but instead Yukio keeping pressure. Great pass off that backboard. Violent Panda puts the shot on, but Devo there for the clutch save. And 1v1, Itachi against Yukio. Itachi gets the pop, Itachi gets the pass, but nobody there for the finish. And Dignitas come out unscathed.
They do, and it was because Yukio was back where he needed to be. Sure, he got beaten to the ball by Itachi. Maybe he should have scored that one as I was praising him, but the attack continues. Jory's finding Violent Panda, who sort of finds Jory's again, using that using that passing aimbot where he probably didn't need it to be used. That one is almost over the top of Devo to the corner. Jory's wants to get this touch. He does. He shoots it, but Itachi was back and sprays it out wide to Roniki, and Barca can build. Are you with me, Subi? Has your mic died?
Oh, no, I'm still here with you. Just giving a little fresh air, giving us a little breathing room, letting the viewers just hear these boosts go.
Okay, sorry. Well, Violent Panda over to the ceiling. Yukio hit as a double demo coming in, one from each team, and then Devo clears it long. And Violent Panda can fake it for Itachi to come in. Roniki over to the side corner. Itachi now off the ceiling, gets another touch. Devo over onto the backboard, and then Jorius did well to read that one and get it away.
And good pressure here from, sorry about that.
Okay.
You probably didn't think I was going to talk, and I didn't think a shot was going to come right there. My goodness. The defense was so great from Dignitas, and all it took was just a little stutter step from them, and it opened up perfectly for Roniki, the sharpshooter from Barca.
These quick infield passes certainly seem to be the new way of making infield passes. Instead of all the way along the center, you just zip it, you laser it to someone who's a few feet away from you. They can be so hard to defend because it makes it much more difficult for the defending team to see where the shot is coming from at that pace. And Barca have done well to do that against Dignitas a couple of times. But still, this third game is closer than what we've seen before. This is where, though, Dignitas look a little bit weary when they've got Barca coming at them with 3 men and they have to try and defend it. Violent Panda with Roniki. Yukio will be able to clear it, and now Panda's chasing down Itachi. Good touch from Itachi. And against Yukio towards the side. What's going to happen here? We got Jory is defending it from the backboard. Who is defending strongly from Dignitas? This time it's Yukio, a good read. Out wide, Itachi taps it center. Roniki tries to find Devo. Actually, he ends up passing it to himself, but he can't quite get the next touch. And then Violent Panda stands up strong against Devo.
Yeah, and you'd like to see here in the next 30 seconds and give themselves a minute.
That would be nice. Hopefully that will happen. Jory to the back wall. It's doinked away by Devo. Roniki's chasing it. This could be game over. It's another one all the way over the top of the defense. Unbelievable. Look at that. One easy touch from Devo, and then Roniki straight away is on his bike. Away he goes and scores that one.
Yeah, and Yukio and Violent Panda were pushed forward there, and again,
but chat loving you, mate.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of robots coming in. They're a fan of Darth Subi.
Well, sometimes you got to turn evil on them.
2-0 to Barcelona. Joris, can you get a solo play to open this up? Go on, son. Unlucky. Itachi saves it. Yukio onto the backboard. Who's arriving? It's Violet Panda. But it's saved by Devo yet again. He is so strong in defense.
Oh, great pass. Another great pass, but you gotta think maybe it's one too many. And they can't get this ball. They need a goal so much right here. And Violent Panda keeping the ball alive, but Ronicky bats it away. And this one is going to go all the way down the pitch. But no, Dignitas keeping it alive.
Yeah, Dumbbells gets the same pressure in this third game, but they need it to turn into a goal pretty quickly, or else it'll all be for now. Another good 50-50 from Devo over the top of Yukio. Violent Panda can catch it, but his flick isn't ideal. His next touch, though, is. Very good 50-50 game. But in the end, the defense is completely open. Ronicky fakes it. It's falling to Itachi. Is it 2 more whiffs from Dignitas and Devo comes on?
Oh, my
Subi, put on the
goodness.
Darth Vader voice, please. It's the only thing that can save this.
Oh, I don't know. And that wasn't me being a robot. That was just me. I don't know what's happening. Where's the defense?
Oh my goodness, what a series this has been. It's 100% been one to just forget immediately from Dignitas. Credit to Barca, they have played well. Their passes have been good enough to do the job. They've defended. They haven't had to defend too brilliantly, but when the passes have connected from Dignitas, you know, they've been there. And it's a very comfortable 3-0 from Barcelona. And Subi, can you take any positives from that for Dignitas? Because genuinely, I hate to say it, I am struggling.
Well, don't struggle too hard. Don't hurt yourself, because I can't take anything good away from that one, and I don't think they can either. Dignitas is an organization that prides themselves on, you know, always playing in peak form, and that was not peak form Dignitas. We've seen them play so much better than that, and they're going to have to play better if they want to try and make it into this weekend, into that single elimination playoff bracket.
And they'll need to as well, because with the major looming, Dignitas are not too high. They had that quarterfinal result in Regional 1. Then in Regional 2, they didn't even make it to the second stage. So this is the team that has to step up.
They're still in 12th, if my counting is right, and that's higher than the number of fingers I have, so I could be wrong. But they're still in 12th, so the top 16 are going to make it to the major. But you don't want to position yourself that low. You'd like to go up just a little bit. So from here on out, boys, you got to get some wins. Give yourself some more points to make a run in the majors.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dignitas, I'm sure, will step up. And if you think there's more in the Dignitas tank than what we just saw, let us know on Twitter by @RL Esports and using the hashtag RLCS. But otherwise, stick around, because in a few minutes, the Swiss will continue.